Good morning. Ira Epstein with your Morning Flash Update. And this is for Wednesday, the 23rd of August, 2023, 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Let me start off by wishing the people of India and the government a very successful launch and landing on the moon's South Pole. First time. Let's hope they find some water there. Russia tried it, failed. This goes a big kudos to the people of India. Remember, tonight we're going to have the debate of the presidential hopefuls from the Republican side. I would imagine after the polls tonight, we will see who drops out very shortly. That probably the money spigots will stop there. Then we have lots of earnings still coming out. Foot Locker just came out. I think they're down 30%, so they're getting hurt. Retailers in America basically are getting hurt right now as the consumer has pulled in, as they're going to different types of branding. The service is still a strong element here. So you have to remember that. That's where the money's been spent. Vacations, going out dining. I was out dining last night. Restaurants are just jammed in Chicago. Of course, these are the last 2 weeks. It's dog days of summer. Tourist town and people everywhere. So those are the things we're dealing with. Before we get to the markets, let's take a look at the day's news and see what we're dealing with. The U.S. mortgage market headline number down 4.2% on the index. The purchase index down 5%, refi down 2.8%. This is the lowest amount of applications that we have seen since 1995. You heard me, 1995. That's quite a ways back, right? And if we take a look, mortgage rates 7.31%. S&P Global Group releases their manufacturing and service sector prelim August numbers today at 8:45. We saw Europe come out with some numbers, and they're not good. The service sector there did this. So now you not only have manufacturing in the toilet, you've got the service sector, and as much as the market was talking a 25 basis point hike coming in September, the market switched from a 60% probability. They have something similar to the Fed watch page from the CME group. It went to 40% probability on those numbers. New home sales data for July, comes in at 9 o'clock. They're looking for it a little bit better. People are still buying if they can find the new home. EIA oil and product inventories at 9:30, and Nvidia, can't forget that. After the close today, the monster company, what is going to happen there with their earnings, their forward guidance, where are they, and it is going to be a wild day. So, you get a day like today, I'll tell you, at pivot points, because that's what the stock indices will probably trade off of more than anything. Too much going on. You've got the Nvidia. You open Jackson Hole tomorrow, finish up for all purposes on Friday. We have bankers galore coming in. I understand Japan central bankers coming in. Remember, their goal is to keep inflation up. Everybody else is trying to drop it down. What will Fed Chair Powell say Friday morning at 9 o'clock is going to be on everybody's mind. I think he will stay in the hawk camp. I haven't changed my opinion. Why would he? I'm looking at the dollar index. It went right up to the objectives today. So as far as I'm concerned, in the dollar, if you're a follower of mine, today was one of those days where I think smart money's coming out of the market, clear the decks, see what Nvidia does, see what the Fed has to say, and approach the market again next week. That's my guess as to what's going on. In the grain market, the Pro Tour is still going on. I saw some numbers coming in today. They'll be in my newsletter. And I have been looking for a bounce now in the bonds and notes because you hit the downside target area. You went right into the zone of the lower Bollinger Bands, did that already, I think it was Friday and Monday, and boom. Now you're getting your short covering rally all in front of Jackson Hole, which makes all the sense in the world. In Bitcoin, maybe we're finally getting into a support area here. Sugar. It's just absolutely crazy, wild trade in this. This market's moving a penny at a time. That's a big move. Energy markets. The problem here in the energies is that China continues to implode. I want to use that word. I don't think it's a slowdown. I think it's an implosion that is taking place there. Number one, I rarely believe their economic data. There's no way to verify it. Number two, everything you look at, be it the banking, the shadow banks, be it the real estate markets, they're not coming back. I'm not seeing the consumer come out of their shell there. While we have a seasonal in the upside on gasoline and heating oil, heating oil's been paying attention. Gasoline, none at all. Seasonals don't dictate the trade. They go along with it. They give you an idea what has typically happened, but you go to your chart action, and if they're not good, they're not good at all. Keep your eyes here, what's going on in the metals, all getting a short covering lift. Look at this silver. This market is up very dramatically, over $1 an ounce in no time at all. Platinum has gone into key resistance areas now. Keep your eye on that one. As I said, the dollar is up, and you're still up in these, and you're down in most of the currencies, backing away down here. Keep your eye on the lower Bollinger Bands in the New Zealand and the Aussie dollar. Now, you know, one of the things I mentioned is a day like today, one of the things that I go to is this series that I created for you to teach you how to work with pivot points that are probably in your charting software. And the difference is, if you don't know how to use them, number one, I teach you how to set it up here. It's all video course. It's free, by the way. And they will look like that. You will get a center line, so to speak, that you see right here. From there, you're going to get sell numbers above, buy numbers below. The theory is, as the market approaches the sell numbers, I look for where's momentum with it. If it's turning down, I think the pros are going short to get back to the center line that you see right there. So it's all trading against that. I tie it together with momentum, which is different than I've seen other people do, and I think you get something that's very interesting. And believe me, it has a big following in terms of the pivot points. A lot of traders have used it. I learned it from others, probably 35 years ago, so it's nothing that's new out there. But the way I present it, the video series, the freeness of it, that is different. So how do you get it? You go to our website under free offers. That's where this is. Or you can move your cursor to the top up here. If you're on a PC, it'll be there for you. If you have trouble, call my staff. They'll work with you. I'm Ira. I'll see you at the end of the day with our market wrap-ups. Trade well.